Hak jing persang ban penjanai shu ya ka jing pule puthi kat kum ka National Education Policy NEP 2020 ka bal pentrai kam menta hak Islam jing pule. Hak arpwai tari ukala lengkot arhaja arpusan ka Lovely Professional University LPU Punjab haringkat ka jingat lang ka Meghalaya Board of School Education MBOS kala penlong ya ka jingat kenduk lang ki Nonghikai Hasin Anthony's College Shillong. Hakatay kasngi ka Lovely Professional University LPU kala penlong ru ya ka workshop halor ka National Education Policy bat ka jing pelat pat ba ya ka scholarship ka balatip kum ka LPU Sheikh Shak Saman anudan ka Ba-Kyrpang ya ki Nonghikai bat ki khon jongki ka ban pen mentoy haki jing pule bakham sajrong. La sakhiru ya ka jing don lang UCP marak IFS bahla shong that chairman ka MBOS kubu Kwangsan Ufada Arcadius Puwen principal ka St Anthony's College Ugorav Pushkarma associate dean ka LPU ki Nonghikai bat principal naki college bat ki school bapher nalor ki weide. Habakran UCP marak ulang bakat National Education Policy NEP kadai kebeladap jing menjur dan deal haki babon ki jela batru ka National Education Policy kadai ke jing pen kre yaki nong pulih bakin long ki betbet kat kum ke jing don kam ke 21st century.
It is a done deal, and it's no use bickering whether it is to be implemented or not to be implemented. As far as the majority of the states are concerned, the NEP 2020 has come into full force implementation to the extent possible. So the first point that I want to make is that NEP has come to stay. The National Education Policy 2020 has come to stay. Secondly, education is in the concurrent list of the Constitution of India. And therefore, the Government of India have a big say in the education sector of our country, and therefore in the fitness of things, definitely the National Education Policy which they have initiated sometime in the year 2017 and then finally it has seen the light of the day in 2020. So the constitutional provisions allows Government of India to come up with a policy like this. I hail from the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and my department and then my ministry also has the subject listed under the concurrent list, and therefore Forest and Environment Department, your education and the Education Department, they are all part of the concurrent list as far as the constitutional scheme of things are concerned. And therefore, as I say, even in the Forest Department, we have a National Forest Policy, and which is applicable to all the states, to all the union territories, just like NEP 2020 is applicable. So this is where the difference between state list subjects and the concurrent list subjects lie. And so whatever we may say, yes, it's not that the central government can simply brush off the concerns raised by the state governments. The state governments also have a say, and to that extent, this accommodation of the contextualization of the requirement, maybe of the syllabus, maybe of the curriculum, all this will have to be factored in while implementing the National Education Policy 2020 also. So with these few words as far as the challenges are there of the implementation of this new education policy, both in terms of logistics, that is infrastructure, both in terms of human resources, both teachers, and of course financial part. it was an ideal. They said at least 6% of the GDP to be invested in education sector. States are trying to do that, and I hope by the year 2030, 2035, and so on, the outcome, the result of the implementation of this new education policy will be more visible in terms of gross enrollment ratio, ability to retain this enrollment also. So both in the school level as well as in the higher education level. Now it is hardly about 20 or 30%, depending on, it varies from state to state in the higher education admission, etc. So this, I hope that we will see more than 50% enrollment in the higher education, and that is where the role of not just state-sponsored higher education, but also that is where the role of the private sector like LPU, here we have USTM, we have Martin Luther, we have William Carey, and so on. So there you all have a space. There is a space for the private sector also, apart from the public sector. So
Habatin, pej bahagi kishap plus F.
Ka plus F?
Hakabam bangibam dunaki eki bataya kamet. Namar kata habathiru atau kau kamlu ka umpnyang kadut pej ya kishap plus F haka jingsom. Yaki nutrient kumki vitamin bat ka ayan la icon diat bat ka bathau bha kam khta ka dur jingki marbam ka jing mat lani ka rukom shed yaki balehi banai kita kadon ka we ka jing mentoy ba kongsan ka kot ka khia ka nutrition ba khambha ka jing im ba khambha pendon kam daki marbam madon ka sharp plus F menta kasni
Lawan Ra Shafi Lingba ko office jong Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya